You don't have a career commitment issue. You have a workplace betrayal memory. There was a time in the past where you gave it everything, you were loyal, you worked hard, you in fact overgave and went beyond the call of duty. But maybe you were overlooked, possibly you had burnout, maybe you were made to feel replaceable. That is the memory which your nervous system is still carrying. So now, if you find yourself unable to commit, and you must be thinking, why can't I stick to one job? Why can't I stick to one career path? What is wrong with me? There's nothing wrong with you. It's not that you're flaky or irresponsible, it's that your nervous system is trying to keep you safe because you have not yet resolved and processed the grief, the trauma, the pain, the fear, the isolation that you felt when you gave your everything to the workplace, maybe even to a relationship, and they didn't give back to you as much as you gave. So remember that the question to ask is not, how do I make myself commit more? It's not something you can do through affirmations, meditation, push yourself to commit more, because that is only the surface level problem or the surface level concern. The way to resolve your failure of commitment is by unpacking and understanding where the fear of commitment has come from. It requires a little bit of introspection, possibly working with a coach who can help you understand what were the various choice points which allowed you to give your power away in such a way that it caused you all that grief and pain. So the question you need to keep asking yourself is not how can I commit more, it is how can I understand better where to commit, how much to commit, and how to resolve the situation without causing myself more pain and hurt. Very often, the fear of commitment also stems from childhood issues. Maybe you were brought up in a household where you felt you had to earn the love, that you didn't actually deserve it. You were not worthy of being cared for unless you performed in a certain way. Or maybe you had parents or some elders who were what we call hot and cold. Sometimes they would show a lot of love, but then again there would be some abuse from the same person. So as a small child growing up, this is very confusing. So you ended up with a pattern where you realize that if I fully love this person, fully commit to this person, fully loyal to this person, whoever it may have been, could have been a parent, aunt, uncle, grandparent, older sibling also, they gave you back pain in return, possibly because of their own traumas and whatever they were going through. But as a child growing up, this is the lesson you learned. I will never fully give myself to anybody because that only causes pain. But remember, commitment is also something which is very important for us as healthy adults, whether it is in personal relationships or at the workplace or with your career choice or professionally. Because what does commitment mean? Commitment means I am here, I am going to be here on this journey, I am willing to do what it takes to grow and evolve and support whatever is happening here, whether it is the workplace, whether it is a personal relationship, whether it is something like, do I want to become a parent? Right? Or do I want to start a business? Any important big decision in our lives requires a commitment. And as adults, we are not supposed to escape or be afraid of making the commitments. We need to figure out how to keep ourselves safe and make commitments which will not destroy us, which will not cause us to self-abandon, which will not make us vanish or disappear because we give so much into it and nobody gives it back. So the real thing that we need to learn is how to manage healthy boundaries, how to understand what it is that we truly want, and how to recognize the limits of the other person in what they are able to give. That is also something very important, because when I see people who have relationship issues, some of them will say, I don't trust anybody, that's why I don't get into long-term relationships. But the truth is, it's not that you don't trust the other people, it's that you don't trust yourself to recognize which person is good for you and which person is not healthy. So the work of coaching in figuring out commitment issues is to help you build your own confidence, to help you build your own capacity to understand how much commitment is required, with which person is it appropriate, how to keep yourself safe, how to figure out when to leave. Just because you commit doesn't mean it has to be there for a lifetime. Your commitment is also dependent on what the other person is bringing to that relationship, whether it's your workplace, whether it's a personal relationship. So the work regarding commitment is something which has to again go back to the past to understand why this pattern has come in. It is not because you are irresponsible, you're flaky, or you're just, a coward, or you don't understand sort of long-term relationship issues. It's because you've been taught maybe more than once in the past that this is not good for you, this is not safe for you in terms of your emotions, and that is why your brain and your nervous system are holding you back from being able to make commitment. If you found any of this interesting or you have an experience that you would like to share, do drop a line in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. And if you're interested in any further work with me as a coach, whether you're at a workplace, you're a human resource manager, or just simply you want to figure out your own personal relationships, I would be very happy to support you in your journey.